Hi everyone, it's Kristy here from KristyCoromandel.com and welcome to this week's project tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to create this Hello Friend greeting card featuring a wild rose from Stampin Up. So let's get started. So I am using today a wild rose. Now I want to do some sponging on my flower here, but I have found that my ink colours seem to bleed and smudge a bit. So I'm going to try something different. We're going to see if it works. So I have a piece of vellum here instead, and I'm just going to stamp this on my outline flower image. Like so. And then I'm just going to place it here and use it as a guide, because I'm just going to add some sponging around the outside of where my petals are going to be. So I'll just you notice that I'm sponging off my cardstock first. That's so I don't get any splotches like I did just there. Okay, I just want a nice even blend. Okay, and then I can bring this in and I can see straight through it whether I've got the texture or the depth that I want. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that colour blend right there. So what I am going to do now is stamp my outline image straight onto my my sponge section there that I just did. Okay, so you can see what that looks like. And now I'm going to go ahead and die cut this image out. Okay, so there's our flower. I'm going to set that aside for a moment. I do have a piece here of garden green cardstock. Now this piece measures 5 7/8 of an inch by 2 7/8 of an inch. I'm using my garden leaves embossing folder here. I'm going to put this in, making sure it's nice and straight, and run that through my die cutting machine, and then we'll be back. Okay, so this is what this piece looks like now that it's come out of the die cutting machine. I just love how it all, I'm not sure if you can quite see that, how it comes all nice and 3D-ish, but I don't want it to be all green, so I'm going to change it slightly. And to do that, I've got my Whisper White craft ink pad here, and I'm just gently going to drag it across my emboss and see how it just highlights that embossed image right there, and plus doesn't make it look too green. Okay, so next I have a piece here of Whisper White cardstock, and this piece measures 2 7/8 by 1 7/8 of an inch. And I'm going to stamp my greeting. Okay, but just want to get placement for it. Okay, so my greeting is going to be your friend. However, I am going to mask off. I just want the friend part. So I'm going to mask off the rest of the words. And we're going to ink that up using Early Espresso. Take off my mask. We want to stamp this in the bottom left hand corner. And then above that I'm going to have my hello. And now that I can make sure that's all nice and centered. Okay, so let's start assembling our card. So I have a card base here in Petal Pink. Okay, and I also have a piece of Early Espresso, and this piece measures 5 7/8 by 3 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to stick this down, leaving equal borders along all 4 sides, and that should be the same length as that there. Okay, Now, because it has been embossed, I am going to be using liquid glue. I find liquid glue holds my embossed images down better than what snail adhesive does. Okay, so I am just going to center and stick this probably more towards the right. Okay, and the excess that I have here, I am just going to trim it off with some scissors. Okay, cool. Now my greeting piece is going to go right down the bottom here. I'll stick that down as well. Okay, and then my flower, I'm going to stick this down using some Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, and I'm going to stick this just on the right side here. Okay, and to finish it off, I'm going to add some what are these called? Rhinestones into the center of my little flower here. I'm just going to use the medium rhinestones. Actually, I might just use the small ones. Okay, and then lastly, I've got some of this ribbon. Now, this is the Magnolia Lane ribbon, and I'm going to tie this into a bow. I just want to cover this seam right here. Using my scissors, I can trim that off. I'm going to place that there using a glue dot, and there's our card all finished. So if you want to see more project tutorials like this one, be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye for now.